Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's been a while since I made a video on this here channel. To be honest, I was questioning at one point in time if I was ever going to make a video on this channel again. But, let's do it. Now that E3 2012 and Comic-Con are past, you got a lot of games coming out, and this is just going to be a small discussion of video games, because if you do not know, because I did get a couple new subscribers away from this channel, I do have a better channel called the Wrestling and Anime 11 where I talk about wrestling and anime. Mostly wrestling though, so if you're a wrestling fan, go check that out. And even the Q&As, and we get some funny videos in a while, or what I've been told is funny, whatever your opinion is of funny. So that's something you should also go check out if you would like to. But, yeah. To be honest, when it comes to video games this year, I think there was a lot more last year. You had Gears of War 3, Saints Row 3, Uncharted 3, see what I'm saying? Batman Arkham City came out last year, I believe. What else came out? I'm watching Pawn Stars, by the way, so my bad. If you're a wrestling fan, WWE 12, UFC Undisputed 3, whole bunch of games came out. So, it was kind of like a little cluster fuck, if you will. Yeah. A lot of games. But some of the ones I'm looking forward to this year, while there is more games last year, that's kind of looking around. There's more games this year I'm focused on. Examples. Borderlands 2. I'm a huge fan of the original series of Borderlands. Wow, I can't even tell you how many times I beat the fucking game. I know I beat the game with at least every single character at least one time. I think with the Berserker I beat it like 3 times just with him, and beat all the DLC with him since he's a level 69 now. So that was fun and games. Now Borderlands 2 is coming out. You're gonna have 5 different characters. I've heard you gotta pre-order to get the other one. I heard that the 5th one's gonna be DLC. I've heard so much shit about it that I don't even know. I'm just really looking forward because I know a lot of my friends pre-ordered it, and I'm gonna get the first day as well, and it's just gonna be woo, all but fucking awesome, really. Just to be quite honest with you. Another game I'm looking forward to. Not sure if I'm gonna get first day or not. Resident Evil 6. They haven't come with a Resident Evil game, a good Resident Evil game, since Resident Evil 5. And wow, Resident Evil 5 was one of those games, it took it a long time to finally start coming down. One of the reasons it took so long is all the DLC didn't come out till pretty much a year till the game fucking came out. So you're still getting DLC like 2 years later because of how long they decided to take. But I understand because it was actually good DLC for a very reasonable price, as well as a good story, as well as a good mercenaries mode, as well as very good weapons that you can upgrade, all the Easter eggs in it, whatever it might be. Fun game. Hopefully Resident Evil 6 kind of has that same fun. But the things I'm kind of worried about, the whole 3 stories thing, how long is the game going to be, blah blah blah, whole bunch of stuff. I'm really just going to wait for the review before I even decide to get that game. And of course, yes! 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 WWE 13. Might not get it the first day, I don't know. It's kind of one of those, I don't see a whole lot different, just the Attitude Era stuff. Whatever. I know a lot of people out there are looking forward to Assassin's Creed 3. To be 100% honest with you, the last Assassin's Creed I played was Brotherhood. Before that, I think I played 1 in Brotherhood. And I think it goes 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3. And I have not played Revelations. So maybe if something catches my eye about Assassin's Creed, I might go ahead and, get Revelations, beat that, and then get ready for 3. I think Assassin's Creed is one of those things that desperately needs a either free roam, co-op arena, co-op story. I think if they took the time, they could do something like that. Same thing with Grand Theft Auto. You can say, oh, that's out of the technology. Saints Row 2 and 3 are both co-op, and look how well that fluently works. So why can't one of these bigger companies that aren't THQ make a great co-op game? I'm not seeing why. Co-op is arguably one of the biggest things on Xbox. You see a whole bunch of clans getting all teaming up on Modern Warfare. You see a whole bunch of teams on Gears of War. You see a whole bunch of teams on Battlefield, etc. You see a whole bunch of guys getting together just to play Borderlands. You see a whole bunch of guys getting together just to play Resident Evil. Just a ton of friends getting up, playing some co-op, playing some multiplayer, whatever it might be. So why can't games like Grand Theft Auto? I know they have Team Deathmatch, and I know Assassin's Creed has the not free roam, but multiplayer stuff, but I think Grand Theft Auto could really use a co-op, even if it's the little crappy thing that they did in San Andreas. Not the split screen, or not. It's not even split screen. It's just 2 players. But if they could just do something like that with 2 people, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, because the way it did, you were in the map, like you had to be in the same spam. So maybe if they could do split screen, that'd be cool. Maybe if they could find a co-op campaign, that'd be cool. But even if it doesn't, Grand Theft Auto is awesome. So even though that doesn't come out until next year, I believe, still looking forward to it. Speaking of next year, another game I'm looking forward to, the new Devil May Cry reboot. I've heard a lot of people shit on this. Why are they changing so much? Blah, blah, blah. Personally, I thought the red jacket and white hair just worked fine. And now he kind of looks like an emo punk kid. A lot of the little cussing. It's necessary, but at the same time, it's not. I just hope they don't go overboard with it. I'm glad that Mundus is a human now. But then you ask yourself, where's Trish? Where's Lady? Is there going to be Virgil? Is the story part of the same? Does he have 2 sons? Does he have 1? Blah, 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 blah. And there's... The only way I'm going to try to support this is the chronology. The way it comes, because it starts with 3, 1, 4, 2. Yeah. So pretty much you didn't get the beginning of the story until number 3. Number 2 sucked dick. Number 1 was awesome, and it probably should have been the beginning of the story in the first place. And 4 was just kind of there. Nobody really shits on it. Nobody really... but it's there. So, But, what can you do? I hope, as long as they keep Bloody Palace mode, or they add some type of fun after mode, because that was the only problem with Devil May Cry. Back then it was an issue, but if you got the HD collection, you kind of beat the game. And you can play it again on a harder difficulty, but it's like, I already done this. That's how I feel about it. So maybe if they either kept Bloody Palace mode, did something, I don't know. I don't think that's a game that needs co-op, believe it or not, and I talk about co-op a lot. So I'm kind of interested to see what they do with the Devil May Cry, if they keep Bloody Palace mode, what they're going to do with the story, how Dante's going to act, how Mundus is going to act, how everything goes, how everything flows, if they make it look like a sequel's coming soon, blah, blah, blah. Whole bunch of shit I'm looking at. So we'll just kind of have to see what happens. Other games coming out. Gears of War Judgment's coming out next year. I think that's going to be a pretty grab at money, if you will. Now that 3 was kind of the end of the story with Dom dying and all that shit. I don't know. It's just, to me, just... I like Gears 3. I'm not sure about the story. The story was kind of eh. I thought 2s and 1s was way better than 3's story, and I don't know why. That's just how I feel. And I think that Judgment's more of a grab at money, if anything. So... whatever. That's just kind of me. What other games? I named a couple games. That's a couple good games that are coming out this year and a little bit next year. Black Ops 2. I'm definitely looking forward to Zombies. Heard a bunch of rumors it's going to be 8 people. If it is, right there. Even if it wasn't even just a traditional 4, I would still get it. I'm a huge zombie fanatic. Speaking of zombies and speaking of online, if you want to add me on Xbox, that'd be HardyBoy620. No spaces, no caps. If you want to add me on PlayStation 3, HardyBoy1996. No spaces, no caps. But yeah, big zombie fan. Love zombies. One of the greatest creations in video game history. Make no mistake about it. Also one of the biggest co-op things. Also a lot of the reasons why Black Ops sold in the first place, and why they're making Black Ops 2. If they're taking the zombies, trust me, it would not sell very good. So, good job. Treyarch? I think Treyarch's the developers of the Black Ops and World at War series, while Infinity Ward is director of Modern Warfare, if I remember right. I try not to keep track of the companies too much. just for obvious reasons. That's the same reason I'll never get a Sega Xbox game. Like, the Yakuza series is the only Sega platform game I would play, unless there's maybe a different one I've heard a lot of good reviews about. But when it comes to Xbox, I never play a Sega game. It's just one of those things, unless the company did something to me. Like 2K games as well, Borderlands and Mafia 2. Love it. So when usually 2K games comes out, keep an eye on that. But other than that, I try not to keep an eye on the company too much, just so it won't bias my opinion on the game itself, on the controls, blah blah blah, whole bunch of shit. But I think this is again a video after, I'm gonna see the last time I even made a video. 4 months ago apparently. It's been a while, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you're one of my longtime subscribers of True Talk 11, thank you. If you want to go subscribe to Wrestling Anime 11, my much more common video channel, go check that out on this channel, which you can take the link to that channel. But that's about it from this video. We'll talk to y'all later. If I missed a game and you want to talk about it a little bit, comment. If you want to make a video response on a preview, review, whatever the fuck it might be, a discussion, a rant, a demo you want me to record, anything, I'll do it. I also done stuff like bullying, religion, haters gonna hate, humans being stupid and crazy, anything like that. If you want me to talk about just a simple topic in the world, I'll do it. That's what I do on this channel. It's just more of a calm, relaxing channel. You're never gonna really hear me scream, dude. But let me tell you something. If I decide to scream, the whole... I messed up my whole cooking... Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what. True Talk 11's going on the way. Yeah. Rest in peace, Macho Man. That's about it. Yeah, but if I missed a game, want to talk about? If you want to see my Video Game Awards of 2011, that's there. There's 2 parts to it. In my other videos, go check them out. And that's about it. Once again, if you want, subscribe buttons right there. You can like this video. Once again, feel free to comment. There's no point making a video if nobody comments. I'm very into hearing guys' comments, so go ahead and do that. And yeah, a little different feel in the YouTube world. But that's about it. We'll talk to you later. Peace.